And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, by the way. Let me introduce him.
It's me. It's OD.
We're so glad you're here. 66 right now as we head for a high of 87. We remind you that south of Meridian, south of I-20, the closer you get to Hattiesburg, the thicker the fog will get. A little bit around the area, but thicker around Hattiesburg and due south of there toward the Mississippi Gulf Coast this morning if you're traveling.
Yeah. Should be safe for our bikers who are headed east to Washington, D.C. They should be leaving about now, getting back on the road after a warm welcome. I want to say I appreciate not just Meridian, but everybody in the state of Mississippi, but Meridian especially for coming out and welcoming this Run for the Wall to our hometown.
Well, we had the firemen. We had a bunch of people out on the bridge yesterday as we got ready for this.
Yeah, this is a huge deal, and the warm welcome that they receive here, it goes a long way. They see it, they feel it, and I promise you, they appreciate it. Look at the bikes, man.
That's a ton of them, isn't it?
It's stacked up like cordwood.
Big turnout for this.
Yeah.
And of course, the big tiger there at the stadium.
Yeah, that's the Law Tigers.
Yeah.
But look at there, our,
go Kirby.
Our buddy Patrick Kirby. Look in the background. Now, there's two familiar faces right there that can entertain a crowd.
Sure is.
Old Brett and Scott.
Yeah, glad that they were there as well.
Man, yeah. Oh, and that looked like old Billy Jack Etheridge was in the house.
Sure is. Old Billy Jack.
Yeah, got to talk to Hazmat for a little bit yesterday. He said to tell you hello.
Yeah, I hope everything's well with him.
Yep.
We had a lot of people come out for this, and we can't thank everybody enough. Here's another shot of the crowd there from the Ag Center as we continue looking at what goes on. And again, Meridian steps up our area here for something that's really big. A lot of people coming to Meridian over this.
Yeah, this is something that they don't get anywhere between California and Washington. This is the one place that comes together, and let me tell you, Kirby goes above and beyond anybody out there. Now, he's got a lot of helpers, and I'm not going to try and name them. He'll have to do that, but this man works tirelessly to put this together, and this is laundry. When you ride a bike from California, you know, you got some dirty clothes.
Yeah, you do.
And he puts together and plans out a laundry detail for these guys. This is a full-fledged stop. They get fed, they get took care of, they get fresh clothes. So when they leave here this morning, man, they're refreshed. They're ready to go. It's like a brand new ride to them. And Meridian is a beautiful stop for them.
You know, it started off with the ride to the Doughboy Monument there as they laid the reef there. They do that every year. The advance team, I think, is what that's called.
That's right.
As they came there, and we appreciate that. Never forget what all that's about.
And wait till next year. Y'all have heard the name Mike Couch, and that's going to come out some more. He's got plans to boost up some stuff, and I tell you, we sat down and talked, and I'm not going to steal his thunder.
A lot of great ideas.
Man, I tell you what, Meridian is in the forefront to really make a difference next year.
Look forward to that. I discovered something sitting with Odie a minute ago. I had no idea this guy was that kind of a multimillionaire, and that somebody would call him, well, not. They just didn't like his idea. As a guy that come up with an idea, went to that, what is it, Shark Tank?
Shark Tank.
And they said, no, we don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, all five of them said, no, I don't believe in that. I'm out. and they continued, look, hey, I want this much money as a buy into my product. And they said no and no. And about a year later, they were going, that's the biggest mistake we've ever made.
And I'll let you tell what it was.
I wonder how many people out there have the Ring doorbell.
Man alive. What was that last figure we saw he's worth now?
2-point-something billion.
Yeah, it started out with he had $100,000 maybe, and it just...
Net worth, you got a $100,000 home and not a dollar in your bank account, you got a net worth of $100,000.
That's about right.
So he started with an idea, and
Odie, that makes me feel good. That is the American dream there, to come up with something, and everybody else goes, nah, I don't know about all that.
And he tried to go get an investor.
Yeah.
And then he found one. That's the mindset everybody ought to have. But yet we've been forced to think, and a lot of this stuff is done in our schools. Don't worry about that. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
I'll take care of you. We're Uncle Sam's kids. We'll take care of you. You don't have to do anything. Just give them your Bible and
all of that good stuff. What is that old cartoon thing that says, "Hi, I'm here from the government. I'm here to help"?
Well, that was one of Reagan's deals.
Yeah, it sure was. That's where I saw that.
Yeah. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
Yep, I like me some Ronald Reagan. He told it the way it was.
Yeah.
The scariest 9 words in the English language. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. That, Christopher, we appreciate that.
It's definitely something.
That is funny. I want to say a thank you to everybody that joins us each and every day. We're here Monday through Friday, come rain, come sleet, to be here, and y'all make it for us. And we can't say thank you enough for allowing us to do what we do.
The millions that watch us across the world, it's amazing.
It is.
It's like, okay, I'll come up there, you Scotty Ray, and do this little show that reaches Lauderdale County, and then Clark and Neshoba and Kemper, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, we pull up a map, and we're in every state in the country, and then pulled up another map, and we're up to 30-something countries around the world.
A lot of people watch us. We thank y'all from the bottom of our heart. Thank you so much. And I want to say this: if I'm headed today to Poplar Springs Baptist Church to do a speak, Odie, are you going to be able to come? If you can, I'd love to have you.
I'm going to be there. Wouldn't miss it.
They asked me to come by and give testimony, so I'm going to swing by and talk a little bit today. Odie's going to step up and say a word or two. And if you're not busy, we'll be there at 11 o'clock today. It will be a lot of fun. I can't express the gratitude of being invited to come there. Thank y'all so much. We'll be there. Look forward to it.
It is awesome. And enjoy sitting there talking to people.
Oh, yeah.
How God's moved in my life, our life. God has blessed this show and continues to.
Woo. We can't do anything without him. He's the reason.
11 o'clock, Chip. And I don't think the fish are biting, so.
Come on out. We'd love to have you. We'll be right back as we get this day underway. Come join us, won't you? We'll be right back.
Bring on the amazing colors of spring. Al's Garden and Gift, voted the best garden and gift shop, specializes in beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, shrubs, fruit trees, hanging baskets, succulents, roses, and ferns. Freshen up flower beds with mulches, soils, sod, and pine straw. Also sprouting up unique gifts, candles, pottery, gourmet sauces, spices, and food items. Come try a cool and delicious treat by Ice Cream Factory 2. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Bloom with happiness. Visit Al's Garden and Gift today.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK system battery tool sets. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Welcome back. I'm Scotty Ray.
Bob wants to know if Harold can get a ticket fixed.
Asking for a refund. We'll have a chat with Harold later on.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. We got to go see him and feed him because Barry is out of town. He's in South Carolina supporting his sister Lee White, the coach of ECCC softball team, is playing for the World Series.
That's
softball. Wonderful. So
that is wonderful.
Good deal. Fairview, Montana. Welcome, Kevin.
All that made me think about was Hank Williams Jr. I'm in Two Dot, Montana. I don't know if y'all remember that song or not. Two Dot, Montana. I bet it was a dot on a map there. We go to Neshoba County, and this is happening all across the U.S. of A. right now, no matter where you're watching from. There's probably some form of this going on. Lauderdale County, I think, has a taste of it going on as well. We've got it. The Click It or Ticket program is well underway from now through the 2nd of June. So before you get in the car, make sure you hear a little click there so you won't get a... What are those costs? Is it still 25 or is inflation hit those?
I don't know.
Ward
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know if they're $20 or not.
I heard somebody, it seems like, say they had to pay $69. They totally forgot that was happening and drove off. It can happen.
Well, by the time it may be a $25 fine, then you got to pay court costs and all that.
Yeah.
So it may jump right on up.
Now, we heard about this earlier that an arrest had been made. We had someone plead guilty because this man puts up with zero. And the headline of the story is Zero Tolerance, as we pull up our lead story here as we go over. Who's that man? Oh, that's the state auditor.
That is the Shad White himself.
There you go. Mississippi State Penitentiary as zero tolerance. A former high school financial secretary pled guilty to embezzlement yesterday, keeping those funds $39,471. And, of course, she will be sentenced at a later time.
Wow.
I want to say it's going to be, I was glancing, it's on into the year when she will be sentenced, but we'll get that on to you as soon as we find that out. They will find you.
Man, he's
August 13th
busy.
Is when she'll get her sentencing.
August 13th.
Gives you plenty of time to think about what's coming.
They giving her a chance to raise some funds.
$39,000. They mean it when they want that. Send that demand letter. And again, Chad has busted people for $10, $15, all the way up to
whatever it is. I don't know what the highest amount
USM.
I think they're still on court. About what, $3 million?
Yeah, that's a situation down there.
Play volleyball.
Yeah, boy. Ooh, wow. That's still sticky. But it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter who you are. He will sound the alarm and get the bugle and go to playing as to something's gone afoul here.
Timo, you said a mouthful. He'll be the next governor. You know most likely he will, and that's the sad thing. I don't want him to be governor.
I've heard several different rounds of this, and hopefully we'll have him on the show before long. He may take one more step before he goes to that, but at one point he will be. I'm hearing some names that are being tossed around for governor.
I think he needs to stay where he's at and do some more cleaning up.
He ain't gonna do that.
And then go up. But you're right. If that's what he wants, he's
headed that way. But I think he's going to take one more step. I could be wrong.
Want to do the LT first?
He could be the lieutenant governor, or he could be the state auditor. Not the state auditor, but Lynn Finch's job.
Yeah, the attorney general.
Attorney general. That attorney general may be his next step, and then from there to governor. But you can bet your boots that we will have Lynn Finch vying for that. Now, there's a chance she could get appointed to something else. I think you're going to see our Lieutenant Governor Delbert Hosemann go for that job also.
He's going to want it.
There's a possibility. He's going to be coming by the show before. His people called me yesterday. He's going to be coming back by for another visit. He'll be after it. There's another name that I'm not going to say just yet that I was told that there is a huge chance that this guy may run for governor. And
we talking about the big businessman?
It could be a big businessman in the state of Mississippi running for that. And that could rattle a few doors of unexpectancy. We'll see what happens with that.
Shad can do whatever, and he's reached out, so he is expected to be on the show with us one day.
Now, also, no matter where I go, this is the topic of Meridian, Mississippi. Who's running for mayor?
That has been a big topic.
It is, and no matter where I go, that's brought up. Number one, will Percy run? It has not been said.
His name has been spit out an awful lot.
Now, I think that most agree if Percy were to run, he would win it hands down. Jimmy Smith, I'm hearing that he will rerun. I can guarantee you this. It will not have the money backing that he had that first go-round. The money is not going to be there of the people that donated that first go-round. I don't see that happening. I think that money will be allocated to someone else. He can run.
Especially if Percy runs.
Oh, it's over before it even begins if Percy runs on that. The question is, with Percy having his different things going on with his child playing ball, and you have to understand that of someone that has a child that's chasing a dream and you want to be a part of that. Being mayor, you wouldn't get to share that part of their life.
And his son is good.
Yes, sir.
His son can play some baseball, and his son has an opportunity, and I know he wants to be there. These paving projects, North Hills, 8th Street, 45th Avenue. If you really take that back, Percy was the one who started that and talked to the state and got that going. It just took a few years to make that to its fruition. And he's going to be running on that if he was to come back. I'm the one who paved all of that. And that's going to go a long way.
Have I heard the name Gus Lisi tossed around? I have heard that tossed around. Would Gus run? Possibility. I've heard that a judge, I won't call him by name, might be considering running. I've heard that one of the council women may be running. Ty Bell. I've heard that she may throw her name in the hat for it.
Ty Bell's name in there.
Let's see who else. There seems like there's one other name that's been that I can't remember.
Yeah, he's a sponsor on the show. And I think his name's been pushed out.
It's a possibility there. We'll see.
So we'll have to see on that.
But there's several names that are contending for this. I guarantee you this: some of these people that don't do their job, that have high positions, when a change comes, a change is coming.
Charles said Scotty Ray's name's been mentioned.
Scotty Ray doesn't live in the city. Scotty Ray don't want it.
You don't want to move to the city?
No. I'm sleeping in my bulletproof vest right now.
Sheila, so the election for the mayor is going to be coming out around November. I don't know when, if it's the first of the year. But that vote for it is in June
of 25.
August, May, June, July, something like that. July is when he takes the office. So it'll be a month or so before that. So we'll find an actual date, but it'll be the first of next year.
But there's this
coming year.
This is the leader represents us without a doubt. We definitely want someone that's going to be whatever event's going on. The mayor shows up, you see him. When an incident happens and the city needs to mourn, we need a leader that steps up to the plate and says, "I know this happened. I'm trying to find out what happened. I'm going to make sure it gets done." You've got to have a man that stands up front, tolls the mark, and says the buck stops with me. No matter how bad, how good it is, you take the good, the bad, and you stand there and you face it. We do not have that right now. Whatsoever do we have it. We have someone that something happens we never see. We can't have it anymore.
Bob, I live in the county too.
Yeah, you do too. But I ask you, I don't care what party you vote for. Study the person that is running. Make sure you cast your vote and it counts. That's what this is all about. I don't care if it's Republican, Democrat. Vote wisely. Do your research of whoever it is that's going to run. There we go. And somebody said,
right.
"Man, it could be a woman."
You're absolutely. There's right now one. Now I tell you, there's another name, and that was Rita Jack. I think she has. I think she's the only one who has really come out and said. I don't think they can officially do it or whatever. But I think she's the one that has to really come out and we know Rita Jack's going to run for for mayor. So we may have 2 women there. So yes, it could be a man or a woman to take that. And
Somebody
I'm
brought up
registered-
Michael Ted's name should run for.
Yeah.
Michael Ted's a good fella.
Wait a minute. Give him a couple more years at the fire department.
Yeah. Not everybody knows him yet.
Michael Ted would make an awesome mayor.
He understands the government.
He does, and that's a good guy right there. He has really stepped into a place. We've had some good leaders at the fire department, and he's continued on that tradition. And I've enjoyed every bit of the time I've worked with him. Great fella.
So that's our 3 or 4 minute there snap of what's happening politically in town. Who do y'all want? We'd love to see your comments as to who you think would be the next great mayor of Meridian. Who do you think should run? Post your comments. We'd love to hear from you of that.
Yeah.
Everything affects you. If you live in Lauderdale County, you live in Quitman, you live in Newton, what happens in Meridian affects you. This is the hub of East Mississippi here.
You know, I live in the county, you live in the county. We can say what we want. We can push who we want. We can do any of that. We have zero say.
That's correct.
We don't get to vote at all. There's a lot of people who live in the county, and they don't have a say either. And I don't have a problem with that. But if you own a business in the city limits of Meridian, and you live in Lauderdale County, I think you ought to have a right to vote for mayor.
I do too.
Because you may not live there,
But boy, it
you're
affects
providing jobs and everything else. And Rex said Greg should run.
Greg will be a great one, but also he's a county man also.
So he's a county man too. June said, "Hey, Harry Mayor."
His name's been brought up. Somebody brought up Dustin Markham.
Dustin Markham. He ran. Did he run? Yes, he ran for mayor, didn't he? I know he ran for city council, but
I don't know that, Odie.
I'm not sure. But if you live or own a business inside the city limits of Meridian, Mississippi, as long as you live inside Lauderdale County, I think you ought to be able to vote for the mayor.
I agree with that, and I think most would do that.
Yeah.
Lots of decisions need to be made. Lots of decisions. We'll be right back, Scotty Ray and Odie, as we try to bring our best to bring a smile, and we'll tell you the truth with a smile.
Yep.
Sometimes it's hard.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Odie just tried to explain something to me, and I got lost. Something I do know, Odie, is these great folks here, Snowden Company.
Man, I tell you what, that's a great group of people to talk to.
If you're looking for a home, go by and visit them there on their website. They'll show you all this. All their listings are in one place. You can take a look at it. It's easy to do. Find the dream home that you're looking for. Whether that's a big home, sometimes your dream home is something smaller, where you ain't got to mow grass no more. It's all concrete. They can hook you up and find you something with less maintenance. Whatever. Well, the word I'm looking for here is whatever changes in your life is Well, they're ready to help you there. They'll do all the paperwork, do all that process, and then do it every single day. They know what it's about and what's going on. A few glimpses there. And again, you can take a look at their website there from Lauderdale, Kemper, Newton, Neshoba, Clark, even over to Flowood and those areas around Jackson. They handle this. That number, 453-3937. Find out why so many people, and you see so many of these signs around town. Snowden and Company, your real estate agency.
You know, you said something about cutting grass, and
ooh, boy, it's scary.
I told my wife, I said, you know, when we move in this new house, when we finally get it done, I said, I really don't want to mow a lot of grass. So I started doing some research. I'm going to be mowing grass because
weed killer.
I can't afford that AstroTurf. But I was sure thinking about it.
That grass. And I tried to tell Angie that. I said, let's just let that grow up. Oh, no, she had to fire up a lawnmower.
Yeah, well, I want to cut mine. I've been thinking about putting something out there and waiting until some of these football teams replace their football field.
And get some of that.
I don't care if it's got the 50-yard line, the 30-yard line, as long as I ain't got to mow it.
Ooh, I tell you.
I can repaint that line green.
Yesterday, as we were ending up the show, we got word that there had been an accident at 495 in King Road.
Ooh, yeah.
Let me show you this, how serious this was. And Odie, again, all walked away with minor scratches.
Amen.
Look at this here. Miracles happen every day. Upside down she went into the ditch. And again, this is King Road, Highway 495, where this accident happened yesterday. And it caused the car to flip there as we look here at these pictures. Look at that. Miracles.
Wow.
They happen every day. God looks out for you, folks. So keep that in mind there. Now, another miracle that occurred yesterday, not long after we'd gotten off the air, is we found out that someone went missing in Meridian, Mississippi. And we have to do a little bragging here of the people that went above and beyond to find this young fella here. They got, I guess the word is misplaced, isn't it?
Yeah, and his family called and they were shook up.
Yeah, and I would be too.
I would be too. So, you know, our office was out there, Meridian Fire Department, Meridian Police Department. We were all looking. And I've got to give kudos to unsung heroes, and that's our dispatch. And we rely on dispatch an awful lot.
Yes.
And they knew that
they're your eyes and ears.
They're our eyes and ears. They tell us what we've got going on before we get there, and they have to think out of the box and answer call after call after call. And they knew that 65th Avenue was being shut down because the railroad was doing some work, and that meant there was a lot of railroad workers out there. And they called the Norfolk Southern Police out there and said, look, this is what we've got. Have y'all seen anybody? And he relayed it to everybody on the scene, and they said, look, we saw a guy right down here. And we asked him, and he said he's okay, but he's down there sitting on the side of the tracks. So he called, and so off we went. We went and we found this young man sitting there. He was okay. He was fine. He was just sitting on the ground. But we were able to get him, had a great outcome to this entire thing.
Had a little taste of dementia, didn't he?
Had a little taste of dementia. The family was worried about him. Metro came and took him to the hospital to get checked out. And
that's great.
It's definitely a great outcome.
Because he'd been missing 5-6 hours or so by then?
Yeah, so I got the call about 8:30 when we got called out. And he had been missing since about 4:30 was the last time that he was seen. And so we knew we were in that area.
4 hours is a long time for a parent, an uncle that has a little dementia. That's scary.
And his wife was just so appreciative. And Bob says, railroad has police? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do. They're serious, too.
And if you're
little badges.
near, oh, yeah. And they've got some power. And if you're near a track, that doesn't belong to the city. That doesn't belong to the county. That doesn't belong to the state. That is monitored by the railroad police, and you just don't want to meet them on a bad day.
No, you don't. We had some girls out yesterday, already lemonade stands popping up. They were actually selling sweet tea. You just can't help it there. But they were doing this to raise money for cheer camp. And they were doing it there, selling some candy stuff there, Newton County Martin Road. And let me see, Odie, if I have got the picture. Here we go. I got 2 more entrepreneurs that are going to be making their way to Collinsville. Look here. They're already working on their lemonade stand, trying to get it all painted up.
Oh, man.
And they're just about ready. So they're going to be coming to Collinsville, setting up, selling a little lemonade here to make them some little spending money. So good luck to them. Should be around Mitchell Tire, somewhere along in there as they get ready for that.
My sister used to make fun of me. But
She still does, Odie. I don't know if you know this.
But I made money because I didn't have a little stand because we lived on a dead-end road growing up. So I had me a little red wagon.
Yeah.
And I went door to door selling ice water.
How'd that work out?
I sold ice water. Well, how do you tell a little kid that just pulled a red wagon up to your front door and knocked on it and asked if you wanted to buy some ice water?
I bet they quit coming to the doors. Odie again.
Oh, yeah. Charlie. Yeah.
I sure do.
I made some money.
She still picks on you.
She's mad because she didn't make no money selling ice water.
We won't. I won't touch that. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back. We're going back in history today. Y'all stay with us.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and somebody asked about Collinsville having a mayor. It's unincorporated. But that brings to mind with this, and I, because I've lost track, and I'm sure that somebody is watching that knows where he is. Brother Ennis. Where is Brother Ennis? I know he moved to Tennessee after leaving here, and I've somehow or another lost track with Brother Ennis of where he went to.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Done so much and loved Collinsville. A good guy. So if anybody happens to know where Brother Ennis is, we'd love to have a report on him of what he's doing. Let's go back as we turn back the pages of time each and every day. We brought up this guy last week, and me or Odie couldn't remember any of the songs, and thankfully y'all knew them all.
Y'all knew them. We didn't.
Something about I Know I Can Dance. Leo Sayer had a birthday today back in 48. Mr. Afro hairstyle. Isn't that what you call that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
one heck of a perm.
It's one of the two. Perms were big back in the day, big hair.
I had a perm.
You did?
Yeah. I had a perm in the back and a body wave in the top. I used to have to go sit in a little chair with these little rollers.
Well, I never had enough hair to do any of that to begin with. Mine was thin and fine to begin with, and I knew it was over before it began.
Oh, I had long hair. I was one of them hippie people that you like to talk about. Ponytail.
Don't get me started.
I didn't roll it up in no man bun. If you're going to grow your hair, grow it out. But
What did he say? I pitied a fool.
I pitied a fool.
1952, this man would be born and you would grow to love him. Boy, was he good or what. Mr. T has a birthday today. He's somewhere now hawking credit cards or something on television, getting endorsements.
That's how we're going to get you in a hot air balloon.
Knock me out.
We're going to knock you out like they did Mr. T. When he wake up, how'd I get here?
I'd faint. You wouldn't have to give me anything. As we go back to 1955, this has been recorded by so many people.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy would be the original guy, and you know it. Maybelline.
Oh,
as we go back for Chuck Berry making that big recording of 1955. This went across all genres of music and was recorded by Bob Wills. Just tons of people recorded this thing.
Yeah, he had the Chuck Berry dance.
Chuck was a talented man.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you remember Elvis's Promised Land,
yeah,
tell them that the poor boy is back in town. Boy, Chuck done that first. I want to say Chuck wrote that, The Promised Land, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. I did not know that.
Good stuff there.
Ooh.
We brought up this guy. What we got?
Deborah says she wants to see a picture of Hippie Odie.
Is there...
Charlene got a picture of Hippie Odie.
Charlene, be careful with that.
Yeah.
Careful. Chris...
All right, Chris.
He did sing that.
Yes, he did.
Turtle Creek. We'll call it the Turtle Creek song.
All right, this side sing this line, and this side sing this line.
And everybody had a blast with that.
Yeah, they did.
Also served in the military. I didn't realize that. Okay. We brought up this guy yesterday. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was Friday, Judge Reinhold.
Yeah, we did talk about him the other day. Yeah.
1957, he was born. He would go on to do Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He would also be a part of Beverly Hills Cop. Oh. He was really good at that part. And I think he's going to be in Beverly Hills Cop 25.
Yeah, he's already signed a contract.
I think that's coming up. They've caught on what works.
Bob said he got the same kind of perm you do.
It's permanently
gone.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, me, I like that, Bob.
I just can't shave what's left. Dylan Ray come home from college before he graduated, and he said, I know it's over, and he shaved his head, and I didn't know who he was for 3 weeks. I couldn't recognize my own son. But he is baldy now. He just went ahead and shaved it all off. 1969, the man that done this would be sentenced to death. It would be later changed to life imprisonment, as we would learn the fate of the man who shot Bobby Kennedy. He was sentenced today. And wow. You pronounce that Saran, is that right?
Yep.
What a tragedy in American history. And the entire thing caught on video in that hotel.
And he's still walking?
He is. Well, he may have passed away.
Yeah,
Am
but
I right? Yeah.
It's not because of what he did.
That's correct. They, I don't quite understand everything. I don't understand how some people fight when there's without a shadow of a doubt what went on.
You got it on a video?
Oh, yeah. It was
there.
If
there's an if, okay. But if there ain't no if.
The Kennedys just really went through a whole lot there.
They did.
The new one that's out there, I'm not so sure about him.
He's not sure about himself.
That's true, too. And the rest of the family really ain't sure about him.
And they don't even like him. We're not voting for him. We know him.
Odie, if I were to tell you there's only two things in life that make it worth living, would you know what the next phrase would be?
Pretty close to it.
Guitars tuned and good firm-feeling women. Yep. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. As we go back to a number one song from 1977 when Waylon hit with Lukenbach, Texas. Where Waylon and William and the boys. Boy, I like that song.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
What was that? The sexful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah.
Whew, I like that. 1979, I can remember this, hearing it on AM radio. The very first time I heard it, I could hear the fiddle squeak across it, that bow make that sound.
Ooh.
And it would make this man a household name. At the time that he recorded this, I don't think he was a Christian. It would be right after that, some 2 to 3 years later, he would become a Christian, and he would recall. He would spend his own money out of his own pocket to take a cuss word out because he felt it was wrong to influence America that way.
Yeah.
And then from there on, you'd get to that song and go, bloop. And what am I talking about? Well, the devil went down to Georgia today. Charlie Daniels recorded it today. They released it to radio, and it would become the biggest thing that Charlie Daniels ever done.
When he played it, was it the Ag Center or the Temple?
Ag Center.
Ag Center. Golly, that was... and then saw him at the Neshoba County Fair.
Charlie, a man among men, a scholar. I cannot brag on that man enough. He's everything that you would think of what a hero should be.
Yeah.
1980, I never went to see this. I know a lot of you did. You loved it. You ate it up. You bought the figurines and all that stuff and dressed up like them. I couldn't do it. I was more into Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed and things that blew smoke out the stacks. But there's a bunch of you that like that Empire Strikes Back because it hit theaters today, 1980. Princess Leia, was that her name?
Princess Leia, yeah.
Billy D. Williams was in it.
You know, that says Star Wars 5. And we grew up as that being Star Wars 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how time changes things. I never watched this movie. I didn't get it. I've watched probably 5-6 minutes of it and thought, that really doesn't interest me. But it was big to some degree, but it just didn't do it for me. Yeah. Did you watch that?
I didn't.
Mad Max.
Just 2. Wasn't my type, really.
Yeah, I didn't. And Waterworld. That next thing that
it
flopped.
tried to, and I'm like, what in the world is this?
It didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
The Book of Eli, did you watch that?
No, I hadn't saw that either.
That, of course, has Denzel Washington in it.
And I like his movies, and
what
something
you
I've wanted
don't
to,
realize is he was blind, and he walked all across the place, and you're going, how did he do that? Sense of sound is the way they put that. But you would have never noticed it.
Yeah.
But interesting show, The Book of Eli. And, of course, it was about the Bible.
Yep.
The last copy of the Bible, and people were trying to take it. And his job was to protect it. Something interesting.
I do need to go watch that. Bean Bob said it was great.
1983. Oh, man. I drive a common van. Who remembers that as we go back for 1983, John Conley.
Ooh.
My dog ain't got a pedigree.
My dog ain't got no. The best dogs out there is a Heinz 57 that comes from a dump.
Yep, they're gonna be loyal.
Boy, they love you.
They just happy to be there.
Yes, they are.
John Conley,
Wow.
of course, broke on the scene with "I'm Busted," and he had a lot of other Straight Miss Emily's Picture, Friday Night Blues. They get in your about the guy that works all week. He's tired, comes home, and his wife's been sitting at home. She wants to go out and party, and he just wants to sit.
Say, I've been working and working and working.
What was the song? I skipped work last Friday to drink this month's rent.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the song though.
Oh, it'll come to me in a second. I skipped work last Friday to drink this month's rent. I asked hell, I'm fine.
Almost kind of like that one
I'm
bourbon,
wine drunk,
one scotch.
Wine. Rose-colored glasses was good too. The backside of 30. Man,
Bob knew it.
Man, if y'all want a incredible song, listen to Backside of 30 because it really hits home with so many people going through divorces to where life means nothing after that. Your kids are gone and you're sitting in a one-room apartment staring at the wall.
Yeah.
Whew. But today's standards, would a guy like that be the sex symbol? Probably not. Nashville wants, or is it Hollywood running Nashville now?
Hollywood.
I didn't watch this either. Just didn't strike me as something I liked. 1987, it would end. And maybe it was the previews to the TV show that turned me off. I don't know. Mike Hammer, Mickey Spallini's Mike Hammer. Didn't do it for me, but it was on for a few years there. Ended tonight in 1987.
Yeah, it wasn't my detective movie.
Did you ever dress like these two?
Unfortunately, I did in the seventh grade.
You know, my problem with me was I never got into fads. I was flannel from 5th grade till now.
But for some reason, from like the 5th grade, I wore year-round, I wore blue jeans, T-shirt, and a Levi blue jean jacket. And for
with the sleeves cut out?
No, it had them rolled up.
Okay.
And then for some reason, about half the year in my 7th grade, I dressed up like that cat. And then I said, this isn't for me, with suspenders and all that. So I went right back to my blue jeans T-shirt and blue jean jacket.
Yesterday, I saw a clip of Kid Rock walking out of somewhere. He was wearing a cowboy hat and a pink suit with a black shirt, and I thought, well, that actually didn't look bad. He was color coordinated. Never seen that done before. Not quite like that.
From him?
Yeah. What's up, kid? I don't know what it was about.
Yeah.
1989, this would also end as we go to an era of TV shows coming to an end. Bubblegum was put back on the shelf as we watch the conclusion of MacGyver.
And that new one?
Is there a new one?
Yeah, there's a remake.
It's bad too, I guess.
The first season was great.
It was.
And then they just messed all that up. Yeah.
Boy, it was blah, this next TV show that ended today. And
I just didn't watch
there's a
none
beautiful lady that sat at the front desk that checked you in as it was a New England atmosphere, wasn't it?
I couldn't even tell you that. I have no idea where they were from.
The guy in the overalls there was funny, and they worked at the end. But Bob Newhart was never really funny. Okay, maybe he was an elf. It was.
Oh, he
dry.
was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the Papa Elf.
Yeah.
He just had a very, very dry sense of humor that you
All
had
right,
to acquire.
This next one is Scotty Ray's favorite sitcom.
It was funny.
Kind of like Matlock is for me. This one is to Scotty Ray. And if y'all watch all the time, y'all know this.
Because it's come up a couple times.
Because it's come up a bunch of times. You could put this show together at Meridian Airport.
You could.
And it could go on. So,
You know, and I haven't seen a rerun of this in years as we go back. This ended today in 1997. Wings came to an end. And, you know, his sister was Cagney and Lacey, Ty Daly.
Really?
That's his sister.
well, I hope he has
I thought they were the
better-
same person there for a while because they really resemble one another. Her hair cut was identical to him. It's like the Michael Jackson Janet thing there for a while.
Well, yeah.
And then Angie goes, no, they're two different people. That's okay.
Yeah. And then what's the one on the end?
But the monk,
The monk. Yeah.
Father,
Yeah.
what was his name? Boy, that was a pretty good show too. Where he was a germaphobe.
Yeah, he was a germaphobe that could solve crime.
It'll come to me in a minute there. But that was a pretty good show too. Maybe it was Monk. Was that the name of it?
Yeah, Monk.
Monk, okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1999, after how many years was it? 18?
3,000 or so.
Yeah, 19 years of going, you didn't win.
You didn't win.
Go home. Susan Lucci finally walked away with an award. Can you believe it? It took that long.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
I guess she started in 80 getting up for the award, and it wouldn't happen until 1999. So proud of her. I bet she's still polishing that thing.
Oh, you know, Toby Shalhoub.
Is that his name?
That's the monk. Yeah.
Wow. But he's actually funny.
He is funny. I'm going to get you one of them shirts.
It's bright. Anybody remember Billy Walker? I think you do. He was a big country music artist years and years ago. It was 2006 that they would lose control of that. They had just done a show in Bama and were going back home and lost control, and he died in a wreck. And I think his wife,
wow.
it was several of them passed away of that. Deposit, Alabama is where the wreck happened there. Billy Walker.
I'll be darned.
He had a bunch of hits back in the day. This guy, if you watch Westerns on Saturday morning, you know who I'm talking about. Cheyenne. Anybody remember that? His real name was Clint Walker. He passed away on this date back in 2018. He was a man among men. He was a big fella, tall.
Yeah, he was.
But I always liked those Westerns where the good guy always won no matter what. And an end of an era would happen today in 2017. It's so hard to believe that this is no more, Odie.
Yeah, that it has come to the end. And
After 146 years, that's almost like an American tradition. It came to no end. It would be because of people like PETA, or however you want to say that, complaining.
Yeah.
As we would see, the end of the Barnum and Bailey greatest show on earth came to an end.
Man.
It started out as the Ringley Barnum and
Ringley brothers, and then Barnum and Bailey
bought them
out. And it was
under the big top.
It was Barnum, I believe, and then he joined with Bailey, and then they became Barnum and Bailey, and then they bought out the Ringley brothers.
Boy, but American history at its finest there came to an end today. It's so hard to believe that you're not going to be able to see a circus ever again.
Not that kind.
Not into that capacity. That was big. That was
huge. Yeah.
George says that loved Cagney and Lacey. It just wasn't my thing there, Georgia.
But they did do the original Shrine circuses.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
It's the Ollie Bob Temple of the Shrine. I'd love me some Ray Stevens.
Boy,
how'd you get that Hurley up on the high dive?
On that high dive.
Just wait till we get back home. We're going to have a secret meeting. Quit ribbing it up, boy.
Oh, now I tell you, we've had some good parties at a shrine convention.
That is so. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie. Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with I almost forgot about this when he goes,
Bubba, you are out of the shrine. What do you say?
You got to turn in your ring and your tie tag. I just hope Charlene don't find out about this.
Bob, are you a member of the Turtle Club?
That is one of the funniest things we've ever encountered there. Ray Stevens, that, and of course the street being his two biggest things, but that Shriners Convention. And you got to give honorable mention to that Mississippi squirrel that put a church right back on the map. And she began naming names.
Oh, it's hard to say what we're supposed to say, ain't it, Bob? I'm sorry.
Oh, this must be a secret Shriners thing that y'all can't say.
Yeah.
Secret handshakes in the middle of the night.
I wonder how many people out there said that whole line. Because there's a bunch of them.
It is a bunch of them. We want to say congratulations as we pull this up, Odie. We had a press conference yesterday downtown Meridian as Visit Meridian gave away the hospitality awards there. Elena from Museum and Attractions won from Jimmy Rogers' board. David Haggard, also restaurants, Jeans. Congratulations. Winner of the Max, not pictured because they couldn't make it out to that, but hotels and lodging there. 3 Foot Hotel won. We appreciate everybody coming out, and that was a big deal. Let me blow that picture up a little bit. There's old David, Elena. We appreciate y'all so much for being a part of that.
Courtney on the end did a great job.
Yes, sir. Did wonderful with that. Listen, we don't want anybody to forget about the Good Citizens Cleanup Day coming up. Let's see here. Let me back up here and show the original here. This is going to be right around the corner as we get ready for this. June 8th is when this is going to happen, a cleanup party.
Man, everybody come together and take part in that. And let's make our area beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of places need a little extra. I was out at Highland Park this past weekend for the Touch a Truck program, and Odie, it was clean, perfect, looked great. It's first time I had been at Highland Park in quite some time. We have a missing puppy dog, Neshoba County. Anybody in Neshoba County looking? Well, we want to make sure this pup gets back home here. Highway 21, Highway 491 area there, North Bend, Bond, Bogachita. The lab is missing there. If you happen to see him, they want him back home. You can contact us. We'll get in touch with him.
Yeah.
Nothing. We don't like anybody's pup missing.
Get him back home. He's missing his family.
Couple of notes of, and I've asked for information. I hadn't gotten anything yet. Understand there's possibly some gunfire, some gunplay in DeKalb, Mississippi yesterday around the apartments, as usual. That area there, known for that area. And also we had some gunshots fired in Quitman as we go to our friends to take a look here at Clark County Hot Topics. Willow Street, Thompson Avenue, Shirley Drive, drive-by is what we're understanding. No one was hurt, but we understand there was some going on.
Dang. That's good. That's Michael Ray joining us. Yeah, you know somebody we do have to say thank you for yesterday, and that's Meridian Moose Lodge. Stepped up, did a lot yesterday. And, you know, I'm a moose. You're a moose.
Wouldn't you like to be
Greg's
a moose?
a moose. Wouldn't you like to be a moose, too?
That's kind of like that Dr. Pepper thing, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So talk about having fun, doing a lot for your community. That's the moose. Join the Meridian Moose Lodge.
You have to remind me when that next steak night thing's coming up.
I will.
I hear that's
we're gonna go
good.
have fun, you know, since we got you as in a moose with us.
Just kind of happened. I was sitting there minding my own business, and I got tagged. You're a moose.
You're a moose. You got your card in the mail?
No, I hadn't.
Oh, we'll find
Well,
out.
they said they were going to send me my card. I'm the only one that didn't get it. I think they were having second thoughts about that. Who approved this?
Y'all know who he is.
In Jackson, Mississippi, police are investigating. This is something serious to me. Windows shot out of the Masonic Temple in Jackson, Mississippi. We don't need things like that. That's a place that you don't do things like that. Even criminals should know better. So they do so many good things, and we do hope that the Jackson Police Department will solve that crime and bring those to justice who have done that. Let's see what else has happened here.
That was that previous one. I don't know if that was two different ones. If that's been another one, because where is that at now? The one right before it with the teenager that killed her mama.
Yeah, there was a girl, if you remember.
That was.
It's been moved to a new venue.
But where was that originally out of?
Jackson. No, it was Jackson area.
Okay, so that was the one that
then
charged her mom and then tried to go.
She shot the stepfather. Shot him. He lived. The mother died, and they're changing venue for a third time.
See, I'm thinking that's a whole nother one. That's
I think we'll have to investigate, but it happened in Jackson. They moved it. Now they're moving it to another venue, I think.
Man, I hope that's not you killing your mama.
Yeah, that's bad there.
Wow.
There's a lot of people that it's just bad, and you can't explain it. As we saw in Meridian, the deaths of two elderly people, I have yet to understand that in any shape, form, or way. There's bad people.
The devil is running strong, and the devil is running hard, and he's winning this race right now. But we know that the power of God can overturn this. You said it, evil, pure evil.
Now, and let me say this, because I'm trying to, I hadn't put this to pen and paper. I'm going to, because I'm trying to get the exact dates. I know it's happened without a shadow of a doubt. But the home of the elderly people that were murdered has been broken into twice since they passed away. And I say this as in, if you lose someone, it is like a neon sign to criminals to come rob your place. Make absolutely sure if you've got someone who passes away and they lived alone, that you guard what you've got, because people take advantage. It's kind of like the Wedding Crashers, that movie. They sit and wait. They watch these things. There's a particular, and I won't even say the word that is coming to mind of what they are, but they sit and wait. They prey upon others' misfortunes to go steal.
It's bad enough the family's having to deal with what they're going through. And it's hard to go in there to get everything out. You've got to take time to kind of deal with everything that's happened, and now you're having to deal with this too. Not only did someone take your family from you, now they're taking your family's stuff. There's a cold place.
Yep.
And a hot
vultures is one word that's being used.
Vultures.
That's a very politically correct way to say it.
Yeah.
My word was a lot more harsh. But God's watching is all I can say. Doesn't thieves still do what they do? Watch your stuff, and we'll always report what happens the best as we find out. We'll be right back. It ain't over just yet. We got a coffee mug to give away from Hyundai of Meridian.
Yeah.
We're doing that next.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and Select and Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends. Summertime has arrived and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts is located in downtown Quitman, directly across the street from the post office. They are your one-stop shop for all of your floral and gift-giving needs. They have everything you need to make those you care about feel special, from a fully stocked gift shop to roses, mixed flower arrangements, and plants. Whether it be a special occasion or just because, remember them in your time of need for all of your funeral floral arrangements. Call on Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts at 601-776-3010.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And don't forget, when it comes to anything that you're needing around the house, these folks right here will help you out as I make that visible. Right there, Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you need something, end of sale clearance and plants, they got so much there. Even down to work gloves, a rake, a hoe, anything that deals with that, including sodding, taking care of that. And, well, those flower beds. Boy, if you need some mulch to go around that.
The flowers, the mulch, a weed killer, any of that.
They'll load it up for you.
Yeah, all you got to do is drive around there and they'll throw it in, load it up, and off you go. Look at those cows. Are they not happy?
That's what we call happy Mississippi cows.
Yeah. We need to go by there and see if they can get me about 3 goats to take out to Barry's house since he's out of town.
You know, we hadn't thought about plotting our...
No, we keep waiting to the last minute.
And then it's like, oof.
And then we're too late for Barry to come home to find 3 goats out there with...
It's time for us to give this away, Odie, as we bring about the Hyundai of Meridian coffee mug.
Well, let's see what we got here on our big list. Got Brian Long celebrating 64 years. Michelle White, 38 years today. Tim Robinson, 52 years young. And here we go. The original most hair on the air, Al Brown, is celebrating his birthday today. Rachel Sanderford, 39 years young. Brother Wade Phillips is having a birthday today.
Go Wade.
Gray Harrison's got a birthday. Chris Hayes is having a birthday. James Gardner, along with Linda Massey's having a birthday. And Tanner and Madison Scruggs celebrating an anniversary. So, happy birthday and happy anniversary to everybody. And we're going to click our little button and we're going to see what we got. And Rachel Sanderford, 39 years old today. Happy birthday. And you are winner of the Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. All you got to do is go down to Hyundai of Meridian. Go in, tell them you are the winner, and test drive a vehicle while you're there. You may find something new and improved
you would
like to take home with you. Yeah.
Sad news is we go to Clinton, Mississippi at the YMCA. We had a 15-year-old drown in the pool there as we look at some state headlines across the state of Mississippi. That happened Sunday. Condolences to the family members as we look at all of that. They're saying that Biden is trailing in 6 of the states that matter.
Does he know? Does he know what that means?
Probably not. Are they still? It's still time, I guess, if they could replace him. Do you think they will, or is this it to the end?
You know, I think this is pretty close to.
It's too late to change.
It's too late to change. Well, I mean, how would that make you feel? You supported this guy and you went and continued to back him and back him and back him. and now you're going to just pull away. And you're stuck with this cat.
You're there.
You're stuck with, he's your guy. And there's nothing else you can do is watch him go down. Because it's either him or the country.
It's one of the two. Something's going to happen. We're going to watch this. This is getting closer and closer and closer. Speaking of people connected with presidential run, there, Rudy Giuliani, I think that name is real familiar. Did you know he's kind of cash strapped? So he's expanding, and he's coming out with something to try to help with his financial woes, and it's called Rudy Coffee.
Well,
there you go. It's up for sale now. You can have the bold, the morning, or the decaf, depending upon how you're feeling there. Rudy Coffee. I'm
might have to
stick with
give
what
it
I
a
got.
shot.
You tell me how to eat it.
You're stuck. I'm one of them. I don't care.
You cheat on your coffee, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I like chock full of nuts. Have you had it before?
No.
That's pretty good.
Madison goes and buys. I have one flavor, and like I don't even like staying at a hotel and drinking their coffee because it doesn't taste right.
You're good to the last drop, and that's all you've got.
That's all I know. I'm so set in my ways. It's pathetic. Just ask my wife; she'll tell you there.
You just stuck like Chuck. That's all it is. But hey, at least you got a good coffee.
That's right. Biloxi making headline news as they're calling it the highway for the homeless, as homeless have overtaken Biloxi, Mississippi. We're running a tight second, Meridian, Mississippi.
I was fixing to say they beat us.
Yeah, in something. It's a wonder. And I'm not sure the person that took that survey knew what they were doing. Right. As we leave today, as always, we believe in a good firm word to start your day. And Odie, I hope you got a good Bible verse for us today.
I think so. And we're going to stay in the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Whew. If that right there don't touch you, because he is the light of the world, and there's only one way to God the Father, and that is through his Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Hope you all have a wonderful day. We appreciate everyone spending their mornings with us, and can't wait to do this in a little less than 23 hours again, because there's one thing that we care about, and that is each and every one of y'all. We love you. Have a wonderful day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.